Hey, what's up? The name is Sabertooth Staz. Hope you guys are doing well, safe as always. So there's a lot of announcements, footage, gameplay trailers, and everything about Tekken 8. And it's freaking insane, and I'm very happy about it. Ever since the Xiaoyu trailer came out, a few moments later, there's a freaking hands-on preview, overview. There's a lot of people who were invited in the Bandai Namco event, I think a few hours ago, or I think it happened like a day ago, where a lot of people have been playing about this game and giving their thoughts. And I'm going to react to some videos in particular about that. I'm not gonna react to every Tekken 8 footage that I found online. I'm just gonna react to some specific ones, and then maybe the other videos that showcases the about Tekken 8. I'm going to react to that off video, or I'm just gonna enjoy watching it for the entertainment. But yeah, there's a lot of Tekken 8 footage. I'm really excited about this game. I do hope that my assumption for this game to be, I do hope that they're going to release like some open beta in the near future. I also have my assumption that with all of these announcements, footage, win quotes, rage arts, even character bios, even the stages that were shown in a span of like 12 hours or so, I don't think they're going to release any more trailers about this game. Maybe after Evo Japan, if they're going to do it. But I still have my hope. I still have my my hunch that they're still going to do the weekly trailer gameplay reveal of each characters, and who knows, maybe we're going to get another character trailer next week. But yeah, I decided to react to IGN's Tekken 8 first hands-on preview, and as well as after this I'm going to react also some win quotes, rage arts, as well as a bit of additional gameplay footage that I actually want to react to, and I'm really excited to watch those. I'm not gonna make this video very long because I can definitely tell there's a lot of footage, but the essential videos that sparks my attention, I'm going to react to that, and I'm going to leave all of those links in the description so you guys can check it out. But yeah, first video is gonna be Tekken 8, the first hands-on preview by IGN. I'm looking forward to many of the stuff that they're going to explain about Tekken 8. Also, I forgot that we're going to dwell into the Namco or Tekken website, because they actually posted an article about the quick look of what the game is gonna be in terms of the interface, characters, rage arts, heat system, or heat gauge, and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm going to check that out as well. But without further ado, let's actually begin this reaction about Tekken 8 and all of the gameplay footage that they show to us. Let's begin.
Growing up as a child of 90s and early 2000s arcades, I've been a casual enjoyer of the Tekken series pretty much all throughout its lifespan.
Yep.
With its cabinets being a regular
Ever since my cousin introduced me to her PlayStation 1, and then the first game that she invited me to play was Tekken 3. And oh boy, I was really bad, and I always lose on her. But then, yeah, the rest is history.
I'm all in.
Yeah, we actually saw some gameplay trailer or some gameplay footage about Nina and Law.
While I am a self-admitted casual fan of the Tekken series, I have
Jesus Christ, that's Demon's Paw, right? And I think that's down forward too. Legit? Yeah, that's down forward too.
The new heat system, which is all about enforcing one of Tekken 8's biggest design goals, rewarding aggression. With the press of a button,
Rewarding aggression.
use a heat burst to enter heat mode.
Heat
Effects
mode.
of it differ from character to character, but in general, you can view it as a limited time state where you're basically better at everything.
Yeah.
Certain moves have new properties, others recover faster, making them more advantageous on block.
Yeah, this is actually a very good mechanic for this game.
Outside of heat mode.
It actually gives me some Street Fighter 6 vibes as well.
With a meter that slowly depletes
Yep.
once activated, you can actually stop that meter from going down by landing attacks. This is just
Okay.
one of the ways that Tekken 8 looks to encourage its players to be more aggressive. Because if you're able to push the pace and land hits while in heat mode, you can keep that state going throughout most, if not all of the round.
Okay.
And if you decide that you instead want to cash out on damage rather than remain in heat mode, you can use a Heat Smash, which is like a mini Rage Art super move that does a
Oh,
large
Heat
amount of damage,
Smash.
but spends
Okay,
the rest
so
of
most of the it's Heat Smash. Jesus Christ, that
Heat
damage.
goes deeper than that too. In addition to there being a heat meter, there are also
Heat
these
meter.
little icons that govern your usage of certain actions while in heat mode. This is called heat energy.
Heat
and
energy.
If you enter heat mode with a heat burst, you'll only get one stock of it. However, if you use what's known as a heat engager, you'll enter heat mode with 2 stocks. These
Heat
are special
engager.
moves that, when landed, will instantly put your character into the heat state. Every character has
Okay.
5 of them, and they're usually a handful of the most defining
5
moves
of
each
them?
character. After you land a heat engager, you can spend 1 stock of heat energy to use a heat dash, which lets you quickly dash in to either connect combos that otherwise could not be connected, or if the heat engager is blocked, you can just get right back up in their face to continue your offense. So
Oh,
let's
shit.
pause and slow things down as we look at this.
It's kinda like
example between Paul
FADC
and Jack
shit.
8. Paul
Street
lands his
Fighter.
Phoenix Smasher, which is one of his
Yeah, heat
5
engager.
Heat engager special moves. Landing
So-
a heat engager gives him a free dash that he can
So
use.
there's actually 5 Heat Engagers to each character. And it shows on this gameplay footage that one of the Paul's death fizz is one of the Heat Engagers. So yeah, so those Heat Engager transitions can actually leave you to heat mode. Yeah, heat mode.
Getting close, but I actually don't think that this is a true combo. Nonetheless, he lands that cool launcher into throw combo from the trailer.
Yeah, heat launcher is the throw combo. I don't know. It- maybe there's gonna be like a cancel about this stuff, but all I can see from the footage is that there's no cancel. Like you can't cancel your heat engager to like into a state. Like it's kind of like FADC with Street Fighter 4. Like okay, once you go FADC, you gotta stop there and then do a move and all that stuff. Or maybe I'm wrong.
He lands another Phoenix Smasher, and when you land a heat engager during heat mode, you're able to use a heat dash to continue the combo.
Yeah, heat
So,
dash.
Spends a stock of heat energy on a heat dash. picks
Heat
up off
energy,
the
heat
ground,
engager,
and
heat
finishes
dash.
with a heat smash.
Heat
That
smash.
Paul now no longer has any heat
Lots of
to work
heat.
with for the rest of the round.
Yeah, that's a lot of heat. Heat engager, heat smash, heat meter, heat system. Yeah, this is actually a very a rage art for
System, though,
Jack 8.
is how it's used to further define the unique aspects of every character. Each character has at least one completely unique advantage while in heat mode.
Yeah,
For example, while in heat mode, King gets armor on his Jaguar run.
yeah,
Him a grappler with an armored command run to get in on opponents.
yeah.
Thus,
This is like a lot of people or a lot of King mains will actually be happy when they're in heat mode. Oh my god, there's actually King is invincible because he has an armor that he can do like a heat throw on a character. I don't know if that's safe or not. I don't know if you can actually counter with it with another heat meter or a heat engager. But yeah, that's actually a very good utility for King, and I'm pretty sure like the King mains are gonna be rejoiced and going to abuse that mechanic towards King.
Kazuya, meanwhile, can execute his iconic electric Wind God Fist technique without having to be frame perfect on the input. What I also love about the heat system is that it's
Ooh.
available right at the start of every round.
Okay, so in every round, start of the round, the heat meter is available. And what it says here on the video is that when you're in this state, if you're playing as Kazuya, you can do perfect electrics. That's freaking nuts. Like, imagine if you're a casual player who hasn't even touched a Mishima and you get to introduce to this kind of mechanic, like doing a perfect electric. Oh my god, that's actually very that's gonna be broken. I'm pretty sure some of the people will find exploits about that and abuse it, but still that's a really interesting concept if you're in heat mode as a Mishima or specifically as Kazuya. Yeah, a lot of scenarios when you use like the heat system, you have a lot of utilities just like mentioned a while ago, King, with King having an armored throw, and then Kazuya doing a perfect electric without landing it on just frame, which is insane.
It's not a comeback mechanic, and you don't need to build up a meter in order to gain access to it.
Wait, you
You're free
don't need to
use
build
it
a meter
whenever
on it.
and however you please. The already existing comeback mechanic from Tekken 7, Rage,
Yeah,
does make a
rage.
return, with it once again causing a character to go into a rage state once they reach a critical level of health.
Yep.
While in the rage state, your damage increases and you gain access to your ultra powerful rage art technique.
Mm-hmm.
That said, rage drives are a thing of the past, largely because it's a mechanic that felt redundant due to the addition of the heat state
Yeah.
and the advantage.
Yeah, now that I think about it, there's no rage drive anymore.
Tekken 8 is the addition of a special control type,
Yep.
which is Tekken 8's new attempt at making its complex fighting system a little more approachable for newcomers.
We actually
In special control
have
mode,
this
each button
on
has
Tekken
a
7.
recommended
It was
move
like
and
assist
combo for each
moves.
character. There's
Mhm.
a button for juggle combos, a button for grounded combos, and a button for
I'm
quick
happy
throw
that they
attacks.
actually
Selected moves even change depending on
returned
what
this
state you're in.
mechanic as
While
well.
this allows new players to compete with more intermediate players
Mhm.
in terms of the damage they're able to output, the key thing to keep in mind
Oh my god,
is
I
that
love that
players
move so
using the
much.
special control scheme only have access to a very small selection of moves.
Yeah, so if you're a casual or you're just an individual who is like into fighting games for the first time, and you get to pick this game, yeah, there's actually a function, or I think it's on the button configuration, just like Street Fighter 6, where on Street Fighter 6, you have the option of traditional button inputs or modern inputs. And I'm pretty sure Tekken 8 is also applying to that stigma as well. Yeah, so you can actually you have a list of moves that you, or with the press of a single button or just like simple button inputs, you can do combos without even like remembering, or as well as just doing it on frame perfect, just doing it on frame perfect to get as much damage as possible. This is actually a really good touch because, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, especially casuals who aren't like familiar with fighting games, may get to pick this up and they don't know what they're doing. This function is actually very helpful to them, and as well as to those who are returning players of this game. They're not going to use this much, but I think this may be like a good utility for, okay, I'm not gonna like risk it, or I'm not gonna put effort into this. Might as well like use this as well, but I'm not gonna abuse it though. Kind of like that stuff.
The most interesting part, though, about the special control scheme, and the thing that really sets it apart from Street Fighter 6's new modern control scheme,
Yep,
is the
that's
fact
what I
that
said.
you can switch between the classic and special control styles mid-match with the press of a button.
Wow.
This makes it
Okay, that's
very
actually a
viable for more
really
experienced players as
impressive
well, as you could be playing the match
function
out
as
with the
well.
classic control scheme, suddenly have an opportunity for a big punish,
Yep.
quickly swap to the special control style, and start mashing out a combo without fear of it dropping.
Yeah. So this actually uh this actually stands above Street Fighter 6 button configurations from traditional and modern configuration on Street Fighter 6. That's insane. So you have an instances where you want to use this function to do some combos, and there's also and with the press of a button you can actually disable it and do your normal inputs as well. That's actually very helpful. And yeah, it's very helpful to both parties, of people who returning players and to casual players who are new to the fighting game genre. And this is actually a really good concept as well, and a mechanic as well. Really very impressive that Bandai Namco actually pulled that off, because hey, they're all in on this one. Like, they planned that we're not gonna make everyone flashy, or the combos gonna be like the we're not gonna make the combos like what we did on Tekken 7, where okay, you do this on the command list and all that stuff. No, we are going to add this kind of mechanic where with the press of a button you can do combos like this, and power crush, low attacks, even rage burst, heat burst, whatever you call it, instantly. Like they make it so sufficient that I guess people will actually practice shortcuts on how to use this in when they're going to play other people online. Yeah, so that's gonna be nuts and as well as gonna be interesting to say the least.
It also seems like a great learning tool to be able to quickly jump in with a new character and get a feel for what their moves and combos are going to look like without having to memorize a whole bunch of techniques just to be competitive.
Yep.
Those are all pretty substantial changes. So
Yeah,
it's
very,
not unusual
very,
that
very
everything else
substantial
still feels
changes as well.
like some
Very
good ass
impactful
tech.
changes, if you
In
ask
my
me.
playtime, I mostly experimented with King, who's just as much of a powerhouse as he's always been.
Yeah,
One of my favorite
powerhouse
changes so
and
far is that his
grappler.
reverse arm slam combo has been simplified, allowing him to go into the next throw of the
Yeah,
game with a
that
single
armored
button
throw,
as opposed
man.
to a series of inputs that need to be memorized. Now, he
Mhm.
still does have the ladder, and those are probably more damaging and harder to break, but
Mhm.
as someone who's always loved King, but was always
Yeah,
intimidated by
if you
all
have
the
a skill
advanced ways to grab combo,
skill
I
experience
appreciated
on the
having
character
at
that you
least
played
one that I
for
could
quite a
easily
while
commit to
or
memory and rely
years
pretty
on
much
this
from the
game,
get-go of learning the
you know what
character.
you're going to do.
I want to give a shout out
And
to
with
Tekken
this
8 and Tekken 2, which does
mechanics that they shown as well, and this on each of the gameplay footage that were shown here on this video. Yeah, if you have the skill, not skill issue, but the skill experience or experience of playing the character that you've been playing as for years or for years, ever since you pick up your very first Tekken game and you pick your character that you really love to play as, um combine that with this game and its full mechanics, I'm pretty sure you're going to nail it off the park. And I'm very happy that it caters to not only to the returning players of Tekken, but also to casuals who actually want to try and learn Tekken as well. So and again, very impressive from Bandai Namco to do that all of these.
great job of giving extra context to the recommended moves for every character.
Yep.
It told me recommended combos, moves to use that are advantageous on block, what
Jesus
moves will launch
Christ.
an opponent, what to do
On
after
the
launching
wall.
them, what to do after activating heat mode, and much more. These move lists are extremely intimidating, with each of them
It is, just by looking at it.
and Bandai Namco is really putting in the effort by making them much more user-friendly. After my playtime was over, I left with a renewed enthusiasm to get into Tekken.
Jesus
on a more
Christ,
serious
that
level.
rage art is so
Tekken
beautiful.
phenomenal. Its hits feel as impactful as ever, and its iconic cast of characters are even more uniquely defined thanks to the new heat system.
Yeah,
There's
heat
still a
system is
lot more
really
yet to
insane.
see,
I'm
but as far
I'm
as first
glad that they
impressions go, Tekken 8 is
they did that kind of mechanic in this game. Yeah, this is Lars. Rage art. That's kill. Yep, that's a kill. Jesus
For
Christ.
more Tekken 8, make
Oh
sure to
my god,
subscribe
I
to
love
the
that.
videos Michael
I love that
and
fist bump
Studio
intro
Rock.
so much.
And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so now we're moving on to another topic about Bandai Namco releasing an article about new info about gameplay mechanics, rage and heat systems, new control schemes, and more. So this is your technical information about what was shown a while ago on the IGN first hands-on preview of Tekken 8. So it's about the rage and heat system, especially the heat system, I'm pretty sure, and new control schemes. We talk about that as well, and much more. Maybe customizations, even modes or something like that. But let's see. Ready to take the fight to the next level? More and more fighters are joining the next installment of the King of the Iron Fist tournament, and it's time to explain some of the new mechanics introduced in Tekken 8. If you are already familiar with the Tekken 8 game series, such as basic moves and general mechanics, feel free to jump to the new gameplay mechanics section of this article. Get ready, your fate awaits. Yeah, my fate awaits. So we get to see the interface, controls, battle features, new gameplay mechanics, which consist of rage system, recoverable gauge, heat system, and controller style. So interface. Yeah, they actually label this from 1 to 6. So heat gauge your character's life when you get hit by an attack. Your health gauge decreases if your opponent's health gauge reaches 0, you win the round. Yeah, that's standard fighting game mechanic there, stipulation. Time limit. When it reaches 0 times out, in that case, the player with the fullest health gauge wins. Again, another staple into a fighting game, number of 1 rounds. Whenever you win a round, you get a point. You win the match when you win the amount of rounds represented by the number of dots. Yeah. First and foremost, first impression about the HUD or HUD or interface about this. It actually gives me some Virtual Fighter vibes about this one, and a mixture of Dead or Alive as well. Specifically, Dead or Alive 4 or 5 or 6, because it looks like this one, and then the heat gauge or the heat timer. Like it says here, when this gauge is active, heat-related moves can be deactivated. You have 10 seconds when the heat system starts to perform your moves, when it depletes the heat states. And so the heat timer, it actually also gives me the Street Fighter 6 vibes as well, with the meter and the bar. Yeah, it was also discussed in the trailer a while ago that heat energy activates when you do like a heat engager. It also has some ticks as well on this one, on how you use it and how you actually apply it to a combo and all that stuff. Even armor too. And then recoverable gauge, when you block some special moves or get hit by aerial combos, a part of the damage taken is remains as a recoverable gauge. So yeah, the recoverable gauge, when you actually hit on guard, you have recoverable gauge. It actually somehow connected to Tekken 7. And also, if you guys remember Tekken Tag, Tekken Tag 1, when the recoverable gauge, when you get hit, you see like that black bar on Tekken Tag 1. And then when you switch out your character, it actually refills it. So that actually gives me putting input vibes on that one, that hey, freaking, it's just like Tekken Tag 1. You can recover your health as long as you don't get hit much, and hit on block, you still get damage, but you still have that white bar stuff, which you can actually recover. And yeah, and then next we move on to controls. Yeah, your standard left punch, right punch, left kick, right click, 1+3 is throw, 2+4, second throw, heat burst. That's actually interesting. So on your stick, that's your, I think that's your fifth button on your fight stick, and I think that's right trigger or left bumper. It's either left bumper or right trigger. Actually, look at my. Yeah, it's your R1. It's actually your R1. Your R1 is your heat burst. During heat smash as well. So heat smash and heat burst actually associates with one button, which is R1, and then rage art is your R2. Arcade style, special style as well. Yeah, arcade style, special style. I think that's the button assist that it was shown as, again, from the trailer that we saw a while ago. Yeah, arcade style, special style. You can actually mix between them when you're doing a combo, also inputting some moves as well on the character to make it more efficient and easy for you to apply. And then next we'll go to battle features, new gameplay mechanics. Tekken 8 provides both players and audience the most exhilarating experience yet within the series through a new battle system and evolved visual expressions. So, ooh, fancy. So the rage system. During rage state, when the character health drops to a certain level, it automatically enters a rage state and its attack power increases. Activation command, when a gauge decreases, it automatically activated. So if your health depletes into a certain level, it actually triggers this. And and this mechanic has been in this series since Tekken 6, and it's actually a really cool concept, because when you're in this rage state, you can deal more damage, and it also is a way to activate your rage art. So pretty much your standard Tekken mechanic as well. And then rage art, powerful special moves can be activated as a one-shot turnaround. To do a rage art, yeah, you can do the character's specific input to do the rage art, or R2 for simplified version. So yeah, been a staple since Tekken 7 as well. I'm happy that it's back, or it's there. And again, they actually removed rage drives on this because it was replaced by the heat system mechanics, which I'm really not really mad about it, but I'm actually happy that they replaced that with more profounding and as well as pretty interesting game mechanic to the game as well. Recoverable gauge occurrences, a part of damage taken by blocking certain heavy moves by aerial combos remains as recoverable gauge. Recovered gauge will be recovered when a player attack or hit or make it guard. Yeah, what we saw. Like I said, gives me Tekken Tag 1 vibes with the recoverable gauge. Heat system. What is heat? Period of time that is overwhelmingly beneficial to the attacker based on the concept of being aggressive. Yeah, they labeled this game as an aggressive game with the introduction of the heat system. The user enters a state of enhancement and awakening for a certain period of time and can create a starting point for tactics and offensive actions. Heat timer. Heat can be activated once per round for 10 seconds. Heat timer stops while an opponent is hit or downstate. So yeah, there's a timer for a heat. When you actually activate it, it decreases or as well as it depletes if you're continuously using it. Then it says if you play well, you can keep the heat state for a very long time. Yeah. Be mindful with your heat timer or your heat system as well, because this is gonna be like your companion throughout the matches that you're going to encounter with a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of exploits as well, and exploits mechanics, even characters one-upping each other with this heat system. How to activate heat state. Heat burst. Effect activating heat while setting up a slamming attack. It gives a slight advantage on heat on guard over the opponent. R1. Yeah. Heat burst. When you're activating a heat burst, it's R1. I think it's guaranteed that it's an armor move where you can not damage a player. Well, you can't damage a player, but you can't actually counter them. And then heat engager, as we saw, attack that can activate heat if that hit an opponent. After the heat, a character runs to the opponent and gains a significant advantage. Command is multiple moves, depends on character, refer on other reference material. So this heat engager triggers when you activate your heat burst, or when you activate heat and that heat hits your opponent, it automatically goes through heat engager. We don't see any footage just yet, or if it's even cancelable about the heat engager, but yeah, it's gonna be on that state where you activate heat, hit an opponent, you run to the character and gain a significant advantage. Mostly combo juggles or a 50-50 mix-up if you're planning to do so. And then what you can do during the heat state, heat smash. This is one of the 50-50 too. Or new mechanics that is a category upon the heat system. Consume all heat energy to give huge damage. Heat state ends when heat smash is used. Again, R1 is the command for every heat mechanics on this game. Heat dash. If activated when a heat engager is hit, an opponent's reaction changes and connecting to a combo gets possible. If activated when a heat engager is guarded, you can get close to an opponent and make an advantageous situation. Command is during heat, hit or guard your opponent with a heat engager, and R1 is a leading input or dash. Yeah. It's like FATC from Street Fighter 4 or your Roman cancels in Guilty Gear. Somewhat. During heat state, even if guarded, damage can be inflicted as recoverable gauge. Character personalities and characteristics are enhanced. This was also shown in that trailer where in your during your heat state you have a lot of utilities and advantage to beat your opponent. A while ago, they said when you're in this state, you can do an unblockable or an armored throw when you're using as king, or you're doing perfect electrics with Kazuya. So really really impressive utilities that you can that this mechanic has to each character, and I'm pretty sure in every character's heat state they have their own advantage and that one upping each other or countering each other. But yeah, I can't wait to see more of this mechanic as well, and how people with their creativity do deal with this in any given situation. And then next is controller style. Two types of control methods: arcade style, authentic Tekken traditional playstyle with a high degree of freedom. Special time, the easy combo and assist features of Tekken 7 have been combined and evolved. Each button has a recommended move and combo for each character. New controls that feel more like action games, specialized for casual play. So, yeah, they actually reference Street Fighter 6 traditional and modern controls about this. But the major difference is that you you can actually change the style with the press of a single button. So, okay, you're doing this arcade style, and then if you want to do a combo, but you really can't, you're not confident to land on it, you use a special type. It's like back and forth. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will abuse that, but it's actually a very interesting control method as well. Not to mention, if you're learning this game for the first time, special style is for you. But if you're a returning player, arcade style would be suited for you. But either way, it's your preference on which style you want to do, or maybe you're a hybrid. There are some instances you can mix between arcade style or special style. All in all, it's a very good tool for you to use upon if you're not familiar with your character, or if you want to land that specific combo that you really want but you can't. Yeah, it's actually a really good tool. The sign action changes upon changes depending on the state of character, heat, rage, etc. Yeah, actually shows the recommended moves that you can do using your character that you're using. Doesn't require to memorize or practice commands in advance, allowing players to easily play each other, switching between special and arcade style game in each mode. Yeah, while keeping its thrill and exciting experience. Yeah, it's gonna be a very thrill and exciting experience for sure, because with the press of a single button, you can change from arcade style to simplified style. Yeah, special style, which is very good. And that's where it ends. It's available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, PC, or Steam. Yeah, Tekken 8 is really knocking off the ballpark with this mechanic as well, and most of its like idea, customization, and all of the interface that they actually show on this. Props to them. Really impressive. I'm really lost for words with all of these changes that they made for this game to be released soon. And if I remember closely, that they have to start this idea of a game from scratch. Like, they're not going to recycle anything in terms of their characters, because they actually have new and different like looks on their respectful perspective, and as well as a new mechanic, which it also blends with the old mechanic as well, with the rage art, the button inputs, and as well as the heat system being introduced to this game. So major props to them, and they're going to make this game super fun, aggro, and as well as innovative in terms of combos that people would actually do with the character they're going to use.